If he's up for it, I'm up for it. He's got to be more tired than I am, so I'll go ahead and bear it.
So,
I mean, Drogon took a part to hit the lead.
On a third wind here in a little bit.
A third? Whoa.
okay. So, welcome, swindlers, to Booze on First. I am your DM, Murphy Giller, and with me today is Casey Dye.
Hello, I'm playing Brock Hush, and I'm drinking a disgustingly similar drink to last
It's been a long time
episode.
since I saw you guys. They say that joke on Drunks and Dragons. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to mention at the end of last episode, fuck Jet. Fuck Jet, and that's specifically for Timothy Lanning, at Tim Lanning on Twitter. He is part of Drunks and Dragons, part of our inspiration, and we love him to death. So,
What?
no,
did I
they're
just
a
miss?
podcast that kind of inspired this podcast, and I mentioned them a couple times on here. But Tim Lanning specifically asked me on Twitter to say "fuck Jet," so I'm fulfilling that request. And with
All
us
right.
today, we also have Matthew Yandel. Who are you playing?
How's it going, guys? My name's Matt, and I'm playing Nir Maladroit. Ta-da.
Nir Maladroit is very tired. He's on his third wind.
A little bit. I haven't slept since last Saturday.
That's 8 days. Jesus.
I hate you.
Okay. So, you guys, Casey, could you recap the episode for me? Because you had the most drinks so far in the last episode.
Yeah, it's gonna start showing relatively soon.
You mean
Relatively.
that drinks
Anyway,
from last week are going
let's
to start
see.
showing up now? That's
They tend to do that when you refill them. Anyway, we left the mines. Drogon is still unconscious. Tavern. Get bitched at by that chick who doesn't like to be interrupted when she
Mary.
eats. Took a long rest. Yeah. Took a long rest. I shoved all the jewels that I had into Drogon's mouth, so he's at this point, like, gonna have a really difficult time passing everything he's had shoved into him for the past couple episodes. We go back to the wizard.
What was that?
Oh, continue. I apologize. Go ahead, Matthew.
I said I shoved nothing.
Oh my god.
Did he not? Really?
It glided.
Well, there's probably a slight bit of force for the potion necessary to get the
Didn't you
bottle
put jewels in his mouth? You put jewels in his mouth not last episode, but the episode before, no?
That's true, but I put them in his mouth.
That is true.
Right, so shoved.
But he didn't make him swallow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Shoved is very different. And if I
Anyway.
come over to your house and show you the difference.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we'll continue this episode at a later date, you guys. No. All right, so one way or another, Drogon's got a mouth/stomach/anus full of jewels. So we move on to the wizard, who gives us our potion as promised. As promised, Drogon was feeling really peppy that day, unconscious or not, and decided to take his suppository.
Oh my god.
So one way or another, we all got ours applied, and then we had some sort of. We saw Bahamut and spoke to him while Drogon was unconscious and probably being silently judged by Bahamut for having an ass full of memory potion.
And hopefully, Nur has sparked a new trend in this land. As the druid, he's very interested in what our strange foreign customs.
Yeah, and the most important, I'd say, probably like the biggest plot point of last episode is that Bahamut's favorite color is periwinkle.
Oh my god, I'm crying. Okay, so let me set the scene for you guys. Matthew broke me. So, you. Oh my god!
Right,
no,
was,
not that way.
I'm gonna leave that one.
Jesus
I'm gonna leave that one.
Christ.
I'm gonna leave that one. I'd have a drink, and I'll get a drink for even going there.
It's
This is like a lot less Code Red and a lot more whatever else the fuck I put in this thing.
Unlabeled vodka.
I cannot remember the fucking brand, dude.
Okay,
It was just
so
chilling.
Let me set the scene. You guys wake up, and well, not really waked up. You kind of just come out of your epileptic seizures from being on the floor.
yeah, agreed.
And you hear Bearlim go, "Wow, that was."
I believe they would be seizures, not epileptic.
That's a valid point. Seizures.
Oh well, how do you know I'm not epileptic?
I doubt that they have that many candles in the room and 500 people blowing them out and lighting them.
Wait, what?
At a speed never before seen.
Wait, okay.
Now we broke Casey.
No, he said that we were having that montage thing and like memories were flashing before our eyes, like the freaking All of the Lights video.
Okay.
And that could have sparked it. No, I mean if I'm visibly seeing them or
Suddenly,
whatever,
you're
fuck
all
it.
transported to Hollywood
Yeah.
Nights of Horror at Universal Studios. No, so you guys
Yeah, there we
wake
go.
up and Bearlim says, "Wow, way more." Yes.
God's God just came in.
Done. Yeah,
Cut.
I'll have to edit that. Okay, so you guys.
Well,
And action.
to interject, I was wrong about epilepsy. It can be easily triggered by flashing lights and the like, but it's a disorder where it's easily triggered by brain activity.
So
Yeah.
Memories flashing.
Drink.
Well, that's a valid
Yeah.
point. Also,
Feeling smug. One of the few times I'm right.
well, enjoy it. So
Yeah, I will. Don't
this
you
is going to
worry.
be very important. We support those with epilepsy and know the difficulties of the disease, and in no way, shape, or form are trying to insult those with it. But they all had
One like equals one prayer.
one like equals one prayer. I like that. Okay, so you guys
Okay.
wake up. Bearlim said that, and then all of a sudden, throughout the building, you all hear and feel "Barum," as if a war horn
Feel or
is being heard.
oh, okay. I see you. Okay.
And Bearlim says, "What the fuck was that?" Quickly, that sounded.
You are not courteous.
That sounded
Continue.
like
Sorry,
a
go ahead.
war horn. We need to get out of here and see what's going on. Come with me.
I'm fairly certain that was Drogon and his indigestion.
I was about to make a similar joke, and I love you for that.
Okay, so
I was gonna say something like, looks like our customs are indeed being taken by the local townspeople. Are you juggling?
No.
he
Oh,
was.
okay, fair enough.
He's a liar.
Anyway, since the wizard hasn't moved, we haven't made much progress towards going to
So
see
you
what that
guys
was.
rush out of
Oh.
the Wizards College or Druids College or University or whatever the fuck I called it. And you're all there, and Barillum is standing right here behind you guys at the gates, surrounded by a bunch of guards. And in the distance, all you can see is this shadowy force, and you hear marching. And you hear
Oh,
echoing throughout the city, all of a sudden, a very loud voice, deep and bellowing, that says, "We are here to invade you. The dread Lord cometh, and
wow.
now you shall die."
Ew.
I fucking hate you.
Matthew just ruined the crap. I had so many complaints, but that was not one of them.
So, Matthew Drake.
He said we've come to invade you, the dread.
You broke Casey again.
Matthew's first fucking response. Ew. Matthew's first response.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Holy fucking shit.
Oh god. Here he goes again. Oh my god. Casey, are you alright?
Oh, alright, no, good. Oh no, this shit is fucking.
Okay.
Alright,
So,
continue.
Barillum says.
We're getting.
Barillum
Alright,
says.
yeah.
Here, Uthgar. The Dreadlord is invading. You guys, you must flee. You are our only hopes. You and Her Highness, you must
Flee?
flee. Flee, Everon. Get out of here while you still can. And in a very wise and ancient voice, he suddenly says, "Run, you fools!"
Was that another reference? Because I feel like it
was
had
a
to have been.
reference to Lord of the Rings by our Lord and Savior.
I've seen this before. He's gonna stay and get all the XP and loot. No.
Yeah, also, real quick, wasn't it Fly, you fools?
I believe in the book, but in the actual movie, it's Run, you fools. I just had this argument on Facebook.
Touche.
Actually.
All right, well played.
What's that? That's breaking the fourth wall. Okay, so you see the edges of the of Everon right here, here, and here, as all of a sudden catapults and trebuchets launch flaming barrels of oil that explode and it like flood over the city, very napalm-esque, and buildings
What an
are
elegant description.
destroyed and exploding, and rocks are flying everywhere. You see people screaming and running. What do you do?
I pause a half second to see
Oh my god,
what
he
Ner will
plays
do.
R2-D2.
That was me running for my life.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Do you guys...
Brock commands Bork to grab Drogon and follow Ner.
Okay. Yes, my master. I shall follow you. Quickly. He grabs Drogon and follows Ner. Do you guys head towards your ship?
I take it,
6.
yeah. Well, actually, should we go check to see if Mary's in the
Actually,
tavern still?
can you all... So what's about to happen is I am initiating a skills challenge, and you all need to roll an initiative order for me quickly. Not battle, just I would like to know what order I'm going to have you guys go. Okay, so Matthew,
What should my initiative be on my character
what is
sheet?
it now?
1.
Did you level it up?
No idea how to do
Matthew,
that, so
do you
no.
remember the rules on that for 5e?
I believe initiative is it's what was it on? It's governed by some of your base stats. There are feats that can boost it. If I remember correctly, I'm not super familiar with fifth edition. I'm more of a fourth ed and Pathfinder guy.
I'm
But
gonna look it up.
the it's often governed by base stats.
Casey, I'm gonna look it up after the episode. For now, though, I would
Continue.
like you to go second. Matthew, you're gonna go first. You guys must have 6 successes before you have 3 failures. So remember, in a skills challenge, I need you guys to describe what skill you're using, how you're using it, and this is to get back to your ship safely with all of your people, remember. So, Matthew, go ahead and try and woo me with a skill.
I will use while running. I will use prestidigitation to make my face look twisted and just demonic as fuck. So anyone that's in the street, I'm trying to intimidate them to get the heck out of our way as we run away.
That's creative. I like that. Yeah.
I thought so. It's intimidation.
Yes.
I feel like the spell would make it kind of automatic,
No,
but fair
he
enough.
still has to roll a skill.
The spell was just for flavor, and if you want to throw a bonus on it for whatever,
Like roll advantage.
I'm gonna add 2 to it and say it's a success because I really liked that description. So you succeed, and people are going, help me! Why are you juggling balls in the middle of the street? Your face is so scary.
Apparently, it's the remake.
I'm about to say, God damn it, no, you scared Skrillex.
Okay, so you guys do that. It's now your turn, Casey. What do you do?
In an effort to make sure that
Hey, I missed all of that. Hey, I missed
handling?
all of that.
Oh, okay. In an effort to make sure that
he's attempting to micromanage Bork.
Yeah, basically. I'm trying to micro Bork to make sure that he can keep up handle Drogon.
Can you roll animal handling? Okay.
Animal handling, Amanda.
I
imagine.
You yell back at Bork, and you sound like a chipmunk because you're not speaking direwolf, you're speaking chipmunk. And Bork just kind of cocks his head at you while running with Drogon.
That's an interesting mistake to make.
So that's 1 failure and 1 success. Matthew, it's your turn.
I gave one solid serious round. So
oh god,
I'm going to go in the opposite direction. This time, I've cast prestidigitation aside. I'm my normal, jovial, silly ass looking self, and as we turn the corner to a new crowded street of people, I will yell. I'm supposing the market is back
Yes.
in the direction that we were, or something of import. I will say, over there, they've got a huge sale. The sound that you're hearing is not of war; it is of savings. There's so much money to be saved. You could go in that direction.
Sales.
And yeah, in an attempt to forestall anything coming after us immediately, there will be a horde, hopefully a horde of people running damn near free stuff. Whoa! They do not buy that
They
at
look at you
all.
like, you are a liar. You've
You
gone
lost your
insane.
motherfucking mind.
And you are just the fucking weirdest person ever. And continue screaming. A house right next to you as you're running explodes outwards and hits you, taking 4 damage.
The whole house.
It also knocks you prone. Okay.
Okay, real quick. Can I react to
Yes.
that situation as my turn? Okay, can I jump in the way and use catch projectile in an effort to prevent him from being knocked prone?
Yes, but damage will still be incurred, so he does take 4 damage. I'm sure
fine with
you're
that.
fine with that. It's not your damage.
Well, I just don't want him knocked prone.
Okay.
Well, I just don't want him knocked prone.
How much damage was dealt,
4.
by the way? I thought you kind of
4.
So,
I think he said.
Casey, what's the
Got it.
skill challenge? Or the skill check?
What do you
I'd
think,
say,
athletics?
Are you trying to, is it a magic?
Ability that requires key.
So yeah, let's do Arcana. Or
Is it really magic though?
Nature.
Nature?
Because it's
Why
natural
nature?
to you, so I'm assuming, unless you have an argument for something else.
What do you think? Like dexterity or athletics, considering it's
Okay.
literally me catching
Do
something.
Dexterity. Which one's higher?
Dexterity.
Do athletics.
Athletics.
Okay, so you catch the missile, because I like that explanation, and you negotiating, so you catch it.
I cannot roll. We cannot roll to save our life right now.
Well, for accuracy's sake, if the damage is dealt to me, then it would be more so him grabbing me and hoisting me back onto my feet before I was actually struck prone. Because if he grabbed the missile, then I wouldn't have been dealt the damage.
We'll go with that.
Well, let's just say I catch it, but it knocks me backwards into you, and that's what deals the damage.
That's good. I like that.
Okay.
Okay. So Matthew.
So we stumble, but
your
don't
turn.
fall.
2 successes, 2 failures.
We're doing a shitty job.
Not so bad. I mean, not good, but not bad.
Well, I mean, when you realize that the 2 successes were both gimmies, didn't actually roll for them.
I'll use a perception check to see. I'm looking through the crowd to find one really, really big one can muscle themselves through a crowd.
Oh boy.
We're doing shit. I feel like you've given us like enough leeway at this point. It's just like cheating. I think we need to kind of accept our fate.
This skill challenge.
Okay.
Both of you take 15 damage as the town behind you explodes and you're running, but you're barely ahead of the wave of destruction, with Drogon being tailed with Bork. You hear marching behind you, and you barely make it onto your ship. You each take 15 damage, including Drogon. And
well, if I'm going to take damage anyways, I'm going to walk away from it in slow motion, because that's what badasses do.
I would allow that if you didn't fail the skills.
How much damage did you say?
15. but I would allow you to run slow motion if you had succeeded the skills challenge. But okay.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm taking the damage anyway. I'm being blasted onto the ship,
You're blasted
literally.
onto the
So
ship. The sail catches fire, and you're pushed out of the harbor. You notice
God.
that FKL, Mary, Drogon, Bork, and the rest of the crew have all made it on the ship. And as you leave Everond City, you watch as it burns, and the 10,000 citizens of the city, mainly dwarves, are engulfed in flames. And you know in your heart of hearts from just passive perception that Everon, along with the entire enclave of Moran, has fallen, and the Dwarven Empire is now part of the Dreadlord's kingdom.
Wow, they were invaded and successfully completely defeated in a matter of like
No,
seconds.
Remember.
What are you shooting that firebolt at?
at the town.
God. You shoot a firebolt at an already on fire city. So it just joins with the rest of the fire. Mary says,
Yes. Witness, behold my power.
Brock, having regained his memory, starts singing "Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday" by Boyz II Men.
"Oh my God." Okay, so you hear Mary immediately say, "Oh dear God, the dwarves have fallen. They must have been invading the other island of the Enclave of Moran while you were away and waiting for the potion. It isn't that surprising that their boats made it to the second island in a day. How convenient."
Without anybody hearing anything.
Mind you, these are the same people that didn't go to investigate a town that had gone silent.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, like, it's amazing they survived this fucking long, to be honest with you.
Okay, so Mary
A pack of wolves might have done them in.
Mary issues orders to the sailors saying, "Put out the flames on the main mast." You guys are all part of that effort. And can you describe to me what you do, please, to try and save your ship?
I look and desperately hope that my sorcerer can do something water related.
I don't know, Merrick, can you?
Okay, here, how about this? I use my ability to speak with animals to try to encourage any whale within earshot to use his blowhole to start shooting water towards the ship.
So let me get this straight.
That's creative-ish.
You, as a gnome, are yelling out like Aquaman for any whale.
I can speak with animals. Let's be clear.
Hello.
Yeah. Come back.
Oh my God. Can you roll a animal handling check for me?
Yes. Yes, I can. If this succeeds, I'm about to be really hyped.
Oh my God. So
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Oh no, we can help you.
So I succeed, and you're gonna fucking do me like that?
The water shoots up from their blowholes and puts out the flames. So, Brock, you have successfully saved your ship. What do you do?
I see Skrillex made it onto the ship as well.
So, what do you do? What?
Your voice was like cutting out, and so we were making electronic
Oh my god. No,
artists
the whale
references.
said that you succeeded in whale speak and put out the flames
Oh,
to the
sweet,
sail. What do you do?
sweet. Now I look at Nur and wait for him to say that that was badass. Or
What do you say?
probably not
Uh,
a damn thing.
yeah, I just run directly under. This is probably good. I'm going to go ahead and set disclaimer. This is going to be a bad idea. I am not a sorcerer of fixing things. I am a sorcerer of murder and blowing things up, lighting things on fire,
Uh-oh.
poisoning things to death. So
Yeah, it looks like my whale thing is gonna be like moot.
to attempt. No, I messed it up already. I'm going to attempt to. I'm gonna have to roll dice because I accidentally deleted the info earlier. But rolling a d20 to hit, and then a 1d12 for damage. What I'm doing is I'm shooting a poison spray or cloud basically directly in the air up at the sails in an attempt to suffocate the flame if it
The
doesn't have
flame's already
oxygen
out, though.
to survive the flame.
Yeah,
Is it?
Yeah, let's be clear. So you're now shooting it at what used to be
Also, he
flames.
doesn't really do.
I shoot it in that case. I shoot it directly at the whales.
But
You bastard! You Oh wait. No, yeah, they do breathe air.
But
Yeah,
Matthew,
fuck.
you failed your d20 roll, so it was a
Yeah, I
2.
didn't even look at it.
So
Okay.
So he
So
sprays
the
it
wind
himself.
pushes back across
you
the deck.
spray this poison, but like a deflating balloon, it just goes right in front of you. So
Okay.
now that
Oh,
ends
poisons are
the
balloons now.
skills challenge, and of this episode at least. And you guys are sailing on the high seas. Where would you like to go? Because the nearest place, if you look at your maps, is the Imperium of Man. Now that the Enclave of Man or Moran has fallen, you know that you need to go get the Scarab of Panic at the Pyramids of Mayath, and the nearest port city, according to Bork is Scarabster. What do you do?
Wow, that was stimulation.
What was that?
That was my phone going off, and I silenced it as soon as it went off.
So what do you do? You're on a ship filled with sailors, Mary, an unconscious Drogon, Bork.
I asked Mary for
I
advice.
would go to the Imperium of Man, personally. It's the closest
Why?
in the city of Scarabster, and you could head to the pyramids of Mayath to get the Scarab of Panic, as Calicor said in Arroya.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Do you ask Nur?
Although I consult there.
RP
Yeah.
that for me?
RP what? Her giving us information.
I just
me
said-
following up on the lead.
No. I was asking your opinion.
Oh, of going the lady who's not. I mean, she's cursed at us and berated us constantly, but she is not. She's
She
not led us astray
also-
so far. So,
She
Yeah.
also has provided you with your first starting gold and an entire fucking ship and helped the whole way. So I wouldn't be.
yeah, stupid amounts of gold. She's far too. If I would be suspicious of her if I were not a goblin sorcerer.
Oh my god. Okay. So what do you do?
New place, probably fresh orphans. As crisp, there's no longer
God.
children to blow up there. So, yes, onward.
All right,
So you
let's do it.
guys go. You head towards Scarabster, and do you guys talk to any of the crew on your way, or
Not, I mean, none of them have really made an impression on me to being
no?
desirable to talk to.
I use press. I'll use prestidigitation to make the illusion of like a small corner of the sail still being on fire.
Can you roll a Arcana check
And then
or Perception?
I'm gonna roll I was actually going to roll not so much for this spell because it's very simple. I was going to roll the
Oh, okay.
deception again. Uh, that did such wonderful things for me last time to point up at it and go, "Oh God, not
Okay, roll
again!"
Deception. Oi, you're up to your tricks again, eh, Goblin? That's funny. I like that, says Bob from the mast right behind the sail. Okay, so
Nurse starts laughing and slapping his
so does
knees.
Bob. So you reach no
So does
Bob,
Brock? Is that what you said?
B-O-B.
Brock, that's
Okay, so it's the third day of your journey towards Scarabster, and you see an egg whistling through the sky towards the deck. And then all of a sudden, at the last moment, the egg opens up and it looks like the petals of a flower as a flower were dropped from the sky. And
okay. I was gonna try to fill in the blanks because you're cutting out here and there,
okay,
but I have no idea what just happened.
can
Those
you hear
blanks were
me?
significant, apparently. Can't hear you. You were just cutting out here and there. All I know now, something flew on the ship, and now there's like an egg
So
that looks like a
the
flower or something like
egg,
that.
can you hear me now though? Can you hear me? Matthew, Casey?
Yeah, what's up?
Can you hear him well? Or is it just me?
I mean, I'm also not here. You were also cutting in
Me?
and out for me, but in uh, with context.
I was trying to. As long as he understands, you can
Hey,
continue.
can
I'm
you
just
hear me
confused. That's
now
fine
though?
though.
Casey?
Yeah. Here. Yeah. Sort of.
Okay, so the egg helicopters down to the deck of the ship. You notice that Mary is ashen faced and looks as if she's seen a ghost. What do you do?
Uh huh.
Brock says, "Sorry, I stroked out for a second there and asked Ner to explain exactly what's going on."
Thing come from sky.
Oh. Okay.
Mary says, It's
Plot
I'm gonna.
point. We were being moved forward by something coming from skies.
no, Mary
Described it.
I defer to Ner's
okay, Mary
expertise.
says it's it's a transmitter. So
Good.
Mary says it's a transmitter.
Transmitter of
Of
what?
and before she can finish her sentence, a ghostly figure appears upon the flower-esque
Fuck.
helicoptered egg onto your ship, and she whispers the word Argosius. Before there's time to ask a question, the figure speaks. Your Highness, Elysius, my sister, I come to you. Can you
Star
hear
Wars.
me?
Yes, you're just not. The sentences aren't coherent.
No,
Can you hear me now?
no, they are not.
Okay.
Yes.
Your Highness. What? I said, Your
What?
Highness, Elysius, my sister. I come to you in desperation and turmoil. War and bad omens have been brewing in the hegemony for some time now. It has been spurred on by the High Council. They grow weary of your long absence and have begun to act in your place. They have violated sanctity, and now Alinea stands on the very brink of civil war. You must return before it's too late, or else our kingdom shall fall, and if that happens, no one will remain to unite the races once again, and our world shall perish as did our kingdom. Hurry! May the winds of fate and the gods go with you. Safe journey. Your brother and always servant, Argosius. What do you do? The message disappears and the egg is silent.
My first question is, actually, no, I have dozens. First, let's see how Mary reacts. I think that's probably more. That'll
Mary
provide some
is
decent
in
context.
shock.
Mary needs to speak the fuck up.
Nura runs up and punts the egg into the sea.
Okay. Brock does whatever it is, whatever he needs to roll to make Mary
Well, why
speak the
don't you
fuck up.
ask her a question?
Mary, speak the fuck up.
Oh my god. Mary says, That was my brother, Argosius.
Right? He said that, so.
I don't know. I've been gone from the hegemony for a long time. We're
Mhm.
we're a can you roll a history check for me? Yeah.
Me? I need to roll a history. God damn it, Mary, you suck at this.
History.
Roll a what check?
History.
Oh, I thought you said strength. I was like, what, are you going to beat it out of her? What the fuck is that?
Bitch, I said, what the fuck is
Okay,
going
so-
on?
Pull yourself together.
We cannot roll
No,
anything
you
successfully
can't,
today.
but it's enough to find out a little bit of information. So Mary says, I
Right.
I'm the empress of the Elenian hegemony, and I grew tired and wearisome of leading them for 10,000 years. So I went on an adventure, and then I discovered that you were coming. You were going to save us from the Dread Lord because Bahamut told me. And then now I get this message. And she starts crying and breaking up, and you can't really get anything further from her. What do you do?
It's so. This bitch is so fucking useless. I say that out loud.
Avkiel immediately
Okay.
steps in front of you and says, Do not speak of my mistress this way.
Let's roll for
No.
let's roll for
He's
initiative.
not gonna fight you.
Bring the shit on.
But what do you do? Oh my god.
Yeah, but I punch his ass directly in the fucking face. I punch that motherfucker directly in the face, and I say, remember who the fuck you.
Uh,
What does he do? Does FKL bring it on?
no.
I'm down.
FPL says, Your Highness. Doesn't even like the glance of a blow that you deal him. His face barely moves, and he looks back at you while saying the words, Your Highness, do you wish me to kill them?
Bring it the fuck on. No, we fighting this, Mitch. We're doing this.
No.
And if she says one word through all that we think she's just doing, to which she just couldn't speak, I'ma lose it.
She remains silent and whimpering, and she says,
Word.
or she doesn't say, but FKL says, out of respect to my highness's life debt with you, I will not kill you this day.
So Brock tells him that he respects that, waits for him to turn around.
Immediately blocks your blows.
All right, word. Let's go. He can be overpowered if he wants to be. I'm still going to fight him.
He walks away and walks below deck.
Brock follows him. Like, the fuck? This is happening.
Says, you have far more important things to deal with right now than me ending your life.
Bring it the fuck on with your punk ass. You trying to walk away, you want to talk all that shit, but you're going to walk away?
You was talking all that good, popping off all that good shit.
Good shit, but here you are walking away. Yeah, what the fuck is really up?
What's your health at, Casey?
Have we rested since the city?
Well, yes. No, you fully
24.
rested.
Oh, we did. So 39.
He hits you in the face for 30 damage.
I'm left. Let's go.
He hits you again for 8 damage.
He hits me again. I don't get a turn.
Would you like to continue, or shall we end this now? No,
did you give me a turn or not?
Level he got a critical hit, but I
hit.
didn't give him a turn. He had. You are fighting. You are fighting a level 20 warrior right now.
And I'm gonna keep fighting a level 20 warrior. You know what to say? How much health do I got? 1, right?
Both of those hits miss.
Fine, I'm cool with that. Let's go. Kill me then.
Does it miss?
Yeah, in fact, you ain't so sure as fuck don't miss. Bring it on. I got backup. I got the squad.
FKL.
And Bork throws Drogon's unconscious body at you.
FPL says, enough! And he silences all of you. He locks the door in front of you, puts a magical barrier on it that you innately know there is no way to break.
Does anybody else feel like that he has abilities that I know he doesn't actually have, but he's been given in an effort to prevent us from doing what we're doing?
I hope he can swim firebolt at the deck.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's sink them in.
You do know that Afkiel is the captain of Mary's guard. And obviously, after Mary has been alive for 10,000 years, he is clearly a powerful person, just as Mary must be. So, you guys...
And a demigod, obviously.
So we gotta go with sabotage. So we can't fund directly. That's what I'm thinking from this explanation.
Sabotage your own ship?
Alright. Okay. Brock looks to Nur and says, Nur, can you cast poison beneath the door since he just locked himself in there with the magical barrier?
It's a magical
It's a
barrier.
fucking
Okay,
shield.
what if I stab a small hole through the wall? Small hole through the wall
No, the
next to the
magical
door.
barrier extends along the entire room.
It's a sentient barrier because a second ago it was
Yes,
just
it is
on
a
the door.
sentient barrier. Okay, so
Okay, fine. Brock asked if Nur would approve of
you
me
know,
doing something
you
completely
know
reckless
what's
and foolhardy.
great about this
Go
is
for it.
that you guys failed your skill challenge after I was a kind DM and allowed you.
You just had homeboy step and disrespect
No,
the heroes of
I
the story. Fuck
allowed
that.
you to survive
Berto, I'm
without
not gonna take
having to
that sit
fight
down.
the armies of the Dreadlord. And what you do
That would have
is
been hype.
you go and you attack an NPC that has nothing wrong against you guys.
The fuck he didn't. I can say whatever I want. Don't you talk to my lady about that. Like, who the fuck is you?
Okay.
You're a royal guard, not her royal, like, freaking bitch made
As far as you
white
know,
knight.
you haven't
What?
asked any questions about the crew or FKL.
Tantrum.
Fucking throwing a temper tantrum.
Well,
Brock's mad as
well,
fuck,
Brock-
yo.
Temper tantrum. Nur calmly walks over to the powder stores for the cannons on the ship and lights the fire to it and prestidigitation.
Can
There we go.
prestidigitation light fire to the cannons or the powder?
Fireball can. Fireball can.
You-
So even if it can't.
You can start campfires with it. You can. The prestidigitation is the end all be all of practice magics. It does a
Okay,
little bit
roll
of
for that, please.
everything.
Also, what's your
Son of a bitch.
HP? You critically fail, nothing happens. In
Damn
fact,
it,
you
nerd.
fail so badly that the stores get wet and there's no way you can light your cannons now.
I'm not
Brock goes.
lighting the cannons. I'm lighting the
The
power
powder.
stores.
You
Powder
can't
stores.
light the powder because all of the powder gets wet.
I will stand here. Nur is not attached to his mortality, or not. Nur is fine with his mortality. That's what it is. I will stand here and throw firebolts to the deck until the whole
So
thing
you
is
guys
sunk.
are going to
Like,
kill yourselves? Casey, Matthew, can you hear me?
I said, as long as it kills that son of a bitch with us, I'm down.
You don't know that it will.
I don't
It's
care.
fine.
Okay, well, I'm going to use my.
He swims 30 leagues to shore.
Yeah. He's overpowered as hell. I mean, he can cast magical barrier and somehow blocks everything literally with or without looking at me or knowing if it's coming. So maybe he can swim
He's
30 leagues to
level
shore.
20. You are level 4. He is
Casting spells as a warrior.
way. I never said he was a warrior.
Yes, you did.
At least in the original explanation, like
Roll
episodes
that
ago.
shit back and let me know
Okay,
exactly
I will.
what you said.
So, what do you do?
Are we? I think we described what we do.
I've taken my turn. It's Brock has a turn at
Brock
doing
goes to the
shit.
lowest deck on the ship and starts stabbing the floor.
I fucking hate you guys.
I follow him, and I cast enlarge creature. Casey is a very very big thing,
So
stabbing a very very big dagger in.
I'm starting to get mad. Both of you drink for one. For two, what do you do on the deck of the ship?
Wait,
Mary
what's
has
going on?
come out of her coma. You can ask her questions. You hear her yelling for you guys on the deck of the ship.
Questions, Mary? Yes. Any last words?
Right? Brock says, you make the leader of your guard come up here and apologize to everybody on this damn ship one at a time, and we will live.
Captain, set a course for the bottom of the ocean.
Very well. Akio!
Right. My fucking temper tantrum
Apologize
worked.
immediately to my friends, or I shall kill you myself. FKL returns to the
Attaboy.
deck and says, I am very sorry for my behavior earlier. My mistress was distraught. I apologize. As a favor, let me heal you, Brock. Hold on. What's your full name? No, your
Brock
full
Hush.
name.
What, the full name?
Yeah.
Full name?
Yes, I believe he did.
Okay. It's Brock, be quiet, hold your tongue, shut your up, I wish you'd be silent, shut up, hush.
And FKL repeats it as such. And he apologizes to you, bowing.
Brock daps up Nur and says, yeah, gang, gang.
Nur says, of course we accept your apology. I too would be angry if I was circumcised when my sister got kicked in the jaw.
Oh my god.
Alright, Brock's satisfied. Brock's satisfied that his... Wait, what'd he say? What'd he say?
FKL growls,
What'd he say?
but remains subservient.
Yeah, what was that? If I wanted to come back, I'd wipe it off your upper lip.
Oh my god.
Growling does not speak of apology.
FKL is silent. So
fuck FKL's punk ass. Alright. Brock says that out loud. Fuck FKL's punk ass. And then he says, alright. Alright, now he continues and asks Mary what significance that call had to her, because I'm still trying to wrap my head around. So I take it that she needs to return and make peace or something like that in order to form an army?
However, you also know that the Imperium of Man is literally hours away. So you have the...
Okay, so Brock asks what Mary thinks the best course of action is.
Well, what I would like would be for you to turn around to Linian hegemony so I could fix the problems that I have caused. However, I owe you a life debt. So it is up to you as to what we do. We are simply hours away from the Imperium of Man and your first item to finding the Mirror of K'varn. It is up to you, my lords.
So we're hours away from our first item that we need to get, and also hours away from the place she needs to be?
Item you need to get. You're hours away from the Imperium of Man, which has the first item you need to get in it, at the pyramids of Maya.
Okay.
You are about a week away from the Alinian hegemony.
Okay, so Brock suggests that we go to the pyramid place, drop us off, and let her leave with the ship. We'll figure that out later on. We always do.
So
high fives, Nair.
The ship lands, and that's...
Jumps and the high five.
What did he say?
I said Ner running jumps and still misses the high five.
The ship lands.
Brock isn't at all discouraged. Brock's like, yeah, all right.
So you guys, the ship lands, and we're gonna end the podcast there at Scarabster and Mary saying, "Thank you, my lords. I shall see you soon." As she turns around her ship, Brock, Bork, Ner, Drogon are all
And Skrillex.
fuck you. Are all on the shore of Scarabster, and that's where we're going to end the episode. I'd like to thank you all for listening to this episode of Booze on First. And I fucking hate my players, but I will drink for fucking that up. So, I hope you all have some happy swindling. And Casey, would you like to say anything?
No, I'm content with that episode.
Ner?
That was fun.
Brock is slowly coming over to the dark side of just fucking shit up.
Brock is starting to realize why Ner does what he does.
I miss Drogon.
Oh.
Drogon was slowly coming to the dark side as well, for the record.
Oh, it'll be if nothing will spur him to anger, like passing pounds of precious gems.
Yeah. amongst now processed memory juice.
Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, enjoy swindling, guys, and have a good night.